I would say that as a film composer, all your decisions begin here at a story. Everything you do as a composer is in service to story. Stories, what kind of information do they give composers? Well, the story gives you a lot to work with as a film composer. You can discover things like the tone of a film from the story, atmosphere, the style of the movie will tell you music information. Characters in the movie will tell you information. The structure of the film or the story arc will give you very vivid and musical information. And characters will have various motivations for why they do what they do, and there may be a motivation underneath a character that's a little more important than other features about them, and maybe that's what drives your story forward. It's part of what we're looking for are all the things that give us the most broad view of what's going on in the film, from tone, the atmosphere, the feel of a film. What does it tell you about the musical information? Well, there's a lot of really useful stuff there. I would say that as a film composer, all your decisions begin here at a story. Everything you do as a composer is in service to story. Every texture, fabric, prop in the movie is information for you. It's always something you can work with. In fact, I do a lot of theme park music writing. And I remember being part of a creative discussion once at a theme park where they took so seriously how every single prop and texture and element needed to contribute to the realism of the scene they were creating. This conversation about what kind of door can we put on the restroom in this one part of the park. It's like, okay, we've positioned it here so it's intuitive to the flow of guests, and it sits at this one part of the walkway where it'll be very intuitive and easy to find. And okay, we're in this African sort of Sahara land. What are the physical attributes? There's a little bit of sand here. There's a lot of raw wooden sculptures, textures. All the doors weren't smooth and modern and clean. They were textured, rough, and just very basic and simple. Like everything felt like it was from a found element. And even though they were discussing the restroom door, they were still taking into very serious consideration, how is that going to affect people's sense of connection and realism to the place they're in? We don't want to spend a moment doing something that might remove people from this magical, immersive experience. And so I've taken that back into film composing, where I think, oh wow, if we can even spend that much time at a theme park talking about a restroom door and thinking of what the right decision is going to be to keep people immersed in that experience, even at that level, it should say a lot about what we should do as film composers. Everything comes to serving the story and the realism in the moment that you're creating it for. So remember, above all, story. If you'd like to learn more film scoring tips like these, sign up for free, and I promise you, these lessons will help you on your journey to becoming an accomplished film composer.